right, now to turmoil in the Red Sea. Yemen's rebels have launched a fresh attack on a container ship heading for Pakistan. Drone and missile attacks in recent weeks have upended shipping through the Red Sea and Suez Canal, causing the world's largest shipping companies to halt operations. But giant operator Maersk announced it would be resuming shipping through the Red Sea this week, leaving investors hoping the disruption caused by attacks would allow companies to raise prices. Shares are falling right now. Unclear as to the economic impact of something like this, Brad. Are there delays for the spring shopping season? Just something to think about.
Yeah, I mean, it's a larger concern for the supply chain management and logistics kind of frame of mind here. And, you can layer on the geopolitical tensions over top of that, because that going into next year, an election year where we know that there's going to be a lot of vitriol and conversation, heavy debate around the U.S.'s role in any of the instances that come about like this, or whatever some of the exogenous threats might be in the next year as well here. I think for this particularly, the last thing that consumers and businesses want to have to think about is another massive supply chain disruption, similar to what we had seen, whether that be in 2022 with regard to the number of chips that weren't able to go into vehicles and or into computers or cell phone devices, or even if you think about the risk of another kind of spike in some of the commodity prices that are out there. Oil has been one of the larger areas to look at within there, as you'd seen some oil companies pull back on the amount of supply that they had navigating through this region. And so that's one area that we've been continuing to track, at least on the immediate onset of what's been taking place in the Red Sea and the shipping companies that are therein as well.
You know what, Brad, I'm just rolling back in my head some of the stories we're covering here this morning, and all these highlight to me a lot of risks in a market that is on autopilot that maybe investors aren't taking into account. Any supply chain disruptions that would hurt the economy in no way is priced into a market trading at record highs. And it's not just industrial companies, it's tech companies, you name it. Any delays, anything that doesn't work out exactly how the market is priced in here, which is priced for perfection, it's not going to be handled good. I don't know when it shows up. Totally wildly unclear on that, but at some point it might.
Yeah, absolutely.